Today, we're going to be talking about the 4 steps of spiritual awakening. So this is the process of starting from 0 and ending with awakening. These are the steps that get you there. This is the process that I have used, that I went through on my journey towards my first several spiritual awakenings. And it always starts with intention. So having some sort of desire, some sort of passion for the spiritual path, for wanting to wake up, to have some sort of awakening. And this is gonna look like a specific intention. So you can write down something like, I want to experience my greater nature. I am doing this to live a more full, peaceful, and exhilarating life. That is why I want to wake up. That is why I'm pursuing spiritual awakening. So having the intention and putting that intention out into the universe. So in either writing or in verbally saying it, putting that intention out into the universe to be received and accepted gives your path forward some sort of concreteness. It gives it a realness that can now be worked with, that now the universe knows that what you want and you subconsciously know what you are after. So starting with your intention is really important because you can't just go willy-nilly starting to do these different techniques, starting to try to go for the path and not even know why you're doing it or where you're going, which then leads us into stage 2 or step 2, which is going to be awareness, presence, and meditation. So every spiritual path is gonna require some level of meditation. No matter what technique that you choose later on, no matter what spiritual tradition that you're going to follow for your path to awakening, there's gonna be some sort of meditation because your ability to be present with what is happening inside of you and spiritually, and the ability for you to be aware, completely focused and aware on what is happening right here. This is the basis for which awakening can unfold, for which you can have those profound insights. Because if you are clouded, if you have a lot of thoughts going on, your mind is cloudy, you're not gonna be able to have the clarity to have those awakenings later on. So meditation is always gonna be part of the path, no matter what, no matter if you're doing, which I'm gonna explain in step 3, no matter what you choose to pursue, there's always gonna be some sense of clarifying the mind, purifying the mind, becoming present, because the present moment is where awakening actually happens. So no matter what, you're always gonna want to do some sort of practice of meditation every day, whether that's a 20-minute, 10-minute, even a 5-minute practice in the morning or at night or whenever you wanna do it, making sure that after you set your intention, you are creating some sort of mindfulness habit that is fostering your presence and awareness, because this is the foundation for which step 3 happens, which is choosing a technique. And this is kind of the fun part, because this is where you get to follow a specific technique that you found. My favorites tend to be ceremonial magic, which is a set of rituals that dates back thousands of years, that has its roots in the Kabbalah. You could also follow Zen Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, different yogic philosophies. There are literally hundreds of yogic traditions that you can follow. One of my favorites is actually Kriya Yoga, which is said to be the most potent and fast yogic tradition. It's what I'm practicing right now, actually. And choosing a technique, this is kind of a fun place to be because it allows you to be kind of creative and get unique with the way that you want to pursue spirituality. But know that there actually are specific traditions that have designated techniques to follow, and they can be pretty rigid. So try to find some sort of technique that you resonate with, because it's going to be a practice that you're going to be instilling on a day-to-day basis, most likely. And I see a lot of people that are in the awakening space talk about how there's nothing to do. You're already here. And maybe that is their technique. Maybe their technique is to strip away everything, let go, and to become, let go and surrender into presence. Maybe that's their technique. But the truth is that there are actually real techniques used by different traditions. For example, Kriya Yoga has a very specific technique that you use to awaken. So people that are saying that there's no technique and that you need to just strip everything away and become more present, that's not true. There are thousands of traditions across different cultures and across the world that have specific techniques for entering the divine. So choosing a technique is number 3, and instilling this practice on a daily basis after your meditation practice. Now, step 4 in the awakening process is surrender. And what I mean by surrender is step 3, after a few weeks or a few months, is going to start to create changes in your psyche, in your spirit, in your being, in your life. And sometimes they can be very profound changes. They can be scary, they can be anxiety inducing, and you need to be able to allow the technique to do its thing. You need to be able to trust the universe to guide you through the experience into greater consciousness, because the state of consciousness that is awakening is so different from anything that you could imagine. It's going to be terrifying when you first experience it. It's going to completely throw you off your center. You're going to be like freaking out a little bit. So this is the importance of surrender and allowing the process to take you to where you originally intended to go. And once again, meditation can be great for this process because it allows you to relax into the present moment. And this is great for the anxiety that can happen through the awakening process. So, allowing the changes to happen, surrendering to the transitions, to the profound changes in your consciousness and your being is the last step for locking in that new conscious state of awakening, of being awake. So this has been the 4 steps of spiritual awakening. If you want to figure out what stage of the spiritual awakening process you are in, go ahead and click the link in the description. There is a quiz that will tell you what stage of your spiritual journey that you're in and what stage is next for you. Please like this video if you liked it, subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you guys next time.